5 state runner-ups, 34 district championships. Tradition lives on here at Neville High School. This is Neville Tiger Football on the Neville Tiger Network. Neville Football is presented by French and Page Smith, James Machine Works, Family Solutions, Mama DeLuca's Pizza, Frank Nettles Automotive, Catahoula's Restaurant, Shell Chiropractic, Podna's Barbecue, Tenori's on Louisville, The Paper Market, Martinez Chiropractic, Go Family Health, and these fine sponsors. Now it's time to hand it off to play-by-play announcer Stuart Shelby as he joins former Tiger quarterback Robert Lane in the Family Solutions broadcast booth for tonight's pregame show. Take it away, guys.
All right, everybody, we are live from Franklin Parish. Tonight's contest between the Neville Tigers and the Franklin Parish Patriots. Broadcast booth that's sponsored by Family Solutions Counseling Center, as you can see, is the back of my pickup truck. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us here this evening. I got a lot of stories to tell you, a few great features here in the pregame, and another feature for you at the halftime show, so stick around for all that. But we're getting ready for football between the Tigers and the Patriots here from Winsboro, right here on Booger McFarland Way, they call it, on the outside of Franklin Parish High School. So we're happy to bring you tonight's game right here on the Neville Tiger Network. You're watching us live here either on Facebook, YouTube, www.NevilleTigerNetwork.com, or our Roku or Amazon Fire Sticks apps. Thanks for joining us. So without any further delay, week 2 of Mr. Pick'em Grissom's picks, it's Neville football coach Vince Burks. Take it away, man.
Good evening. It's Vince Burks, a.k.a. Mr. Pick'em Grissom, giving you a recap of Week 3's football games. Overall, I didn't do as bad as I thought I would with an 11-4 overall record, but I went 0-2 in my feature games, which included Neville losing to West Monroe in a thriller 24-7 over in West Monroe. Also, I picked General Trash to upset the Faraday Trojans, and it was all wrong, as Faraday Trojans will dominate General Trash 62-20 and go ahead to improve to 4-0. Several players played well this week with a lot of people that I consider for my players of the week. But none other played better than Carroll's defensive linebacker, Derek Duke Connor, who led Carroll to an upset win over Woodlawn with his 12 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, and including a fumble return that was called back. Derek Duke Connor gets my defensive player of the week. Offensive player of the week comes from my feature game last week, General Trash versus Faraday. General Trash was not able to pull off the upset like I predicted, and one of the main reasons was because of Dominion Milligan. The junior running back from Faraday accounted for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns on only 9 carries, coupled with a 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, giving Faraday the blowout win over the General Trash. Dominion Milligan is my Week 3 player of the week. I'm back giving you my 1A predictions for this Friday. 1A has 3 games on the schedule, none other bigger than Cedar Creek versus OCS. OCS has done good, Cedar Creek has done better. They're both undefeated, but I don't think Cedar Creek has what it takes to beat a seasoned OCS team. OCS wins this game 35-28. Also, in Class 1A, the Oak Grove Tigers try to continue their streak of their undefeated season as they face Tensall. It's going to be way too much Tigers in this game. Oak Grove wins 36-6. And St. Frederick's will battle Delta Charter, and St. Frederick's continues their winning streak, their winning ways, as they advance and win 27-8. My Class 2A game of the week is Mangum versus Rainbow. Mangum coming in undefeated, sitting at number 7 in this week's rankings, but I don't think that they'll have any hiccups versus Rainbow. They'll win 48-28. The undefeated and number 2 seeded Faraday Trojans play Madison Parish. Madison Parish is playing well, but not well enough. Faraday wins this game 66-12. General Trash coming off a down loss down to Faraday. Tough loss to bounce back from, but they'll get it done this week versus Vidalia. General Trash 38, Vidalia 21. 4A features 2 games this week when Bastrop faces Huntington. Bastrop, a tough loser last week versus Ouachita. I think they bounced back versus Huntington. They win it 36-30. Here at Bill Ruppel Fieldhouse, the Neville Tigers will try to bounce back, but they do have to go on the road again to face a good Franklin Parish team. A devastating last 2 weeks for the Neville Tigers. Everything comes back around to a win this week as they go on the road and they defeat Franklin Parish 38-8. Closing out my predictions, I go to the 5A games this week. 3 5A games are on tap as Ouachita, who was set to play West Ouachita, had to cancel that game due to COVID restrictions. They're going to replace it with Halton. I think Ouachita is on a roll right now. They're going to win this game 28-14 over the Halton Buccaneers. Moving on to the next game, a big district battle between the Ash Trojans and the West Monroe Rebels. No other team is hotter than the West Monroe Rebels, and their demise has been greatly exaggerated. I think West Monroe will come away with another win this week to improve to 4-0, beating Ash 28-20. Also in the 5A segment, Ruston, my #1 team, faces Acadiana. Acadiana is a very, very good team that a lot of people up north don't know about. Ruston, also a very good team, but they battled some early injuries. I'm not sure if Travion Hargrove will play, but even if he does, it's not going to be enough to beat a strong Acadiana team. Acadiana wins on a 2-point conversion, 22-21. Now to my feature game of the week. Features the Union Parish Farmers traveling to Sterlington. Every time they play, it's been a barn burner. Sterlington actually has won the last 4 games in a row over Union, which includes a playoff win in 2018. Last year, Sterlington managed to pull a win off, a 1-point win on a 2-point conversion late at Union Parish, and I think this game will head in that same direction. Union Parish features one of the best players in the area, if not the best player in the area, in Trey Holly. Trey Holly has